Welcome to Dance Mogul Magazine. We are live at the Hub on Prince Street in Newark, New Jersey. Can you please introduce yourselves to our audience one at a time?
I am Malik, Versatility Cooper, dance model, life and business coach.
Okay.
My name is Kwawi Page, aka Carnage. I am a dancer and a choreographer.
My name is Kareem Ali, other known as Bones or Anointed. I'm a dancer, actor, model, entertainer, interactive entertainer.
Thank you so much for that, gentlemen. Okay, so I want to break it down so that way the audience can understand more about you guys. So now, Malik, I am familiar with you. You have a background as a dancer in New Jersey, and I want you to talk about that a little bit so that for the up-and-coming generation, they'll understand and get to know you.
I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I've actually, wish y'all about to get a little cute one. I'm actually a dancer, a multi-talent. I started in Newark. I've basically done anything outside of Newark is basically choreography, but I started dancing as a little boy. I remember doing block parties when I feared a night and you would see the Cadillacs coming by and they pumping the beat and everybody be like, oh, and they stop in the middle of the street and they dance. And when I was a little boy, I was one of the little boys known as Go Get Malik. He could win the money for the block party. So the boys would come get me, get Malik, because Malik could do splits and robot and do all the popping and locking that they're doing now. When I was about 8, we were popping and locking because that's what was like really out then. There was no, what I'm really mostly known for is house dancing, but there was no house dancing. Then there was popping and locking. So that's what I did then. As I got older, I'm actually an undefeated dancer on every talent show that has been given in Newark since the age of 8 years old. I stopped doing talent shows about 15. The last talent show I did in Newark was something that is not in Newark anymore called the Rap Masters, which they did in Military Park. It lasted for maybe about 3 years. I was undefeated as a dancer. There are some other clubs that had like multi-dance competitions like Sensations. I was undefeated. The dance that they call twerking now, we called it the Give It Up. And I was one of the people that was the master of the Give It Up at one of the only clubs that really pioneered that whole New Jersey dance music scenery. I've been here since that scene started.
Okay.
I know the pioneers that made it. The dance, the percolator, is a dance I created. I worked as a DJ as well. I worked as a DJ at a place called Rolling Records in 1992. And back then you could listen to the music over the phone and decide what you wanted to bring in. So one of my favorite songs was Acid Crash. So I seen it and I was like, I wonder what a percolator is. I know it's got something to do with coffee and this stuff, so let me hear that. When I heard it, I was like, this is the new Acid Crash. And back then I was dancing for Sensations, and they would pay us. I was one of the dancers you would pay to come in and dance all night, and they paid me, but I would dance all night anyway. So the pay was just like really a luxury. You know, you get the money and you dancing all night, and you dance, and you get free hot dogs, you get people to get in free with you. That was considered to me what celebrities were supposed to be treated like when you're a dancer. So I never really understood losing in reference to dance. So I think that's one of the main reasons I do what I do. So once I made the percolator, I didn't know what was happening then. You know, you never know what's gonna happen with these things when you make them up. You're just doing it because you love to, and I think that's one of the main reasons I do what I do today, because I was put in front of artists. I've danced background for Yo-Yo, KRS-One, Elias, Redman, Kenny Bobian. The kind of list, the list goes on. I've known Little Man before he was little. I've known all of the people that basically pioneered what we call Jersey Club. I know most of those people because I danced in the clubs with them. I've danced in Zanzibar, Black Box, Sensations, Docs, Euphoria, Sound Factory Bar, Cheetahs. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have a long history of basically house dancing. I'm a high energy dancer. I performed in New York, choreographed performances that were with Yin Yang Twins. What is this? Lil Wayne before he was little. Chris Brown. Do you understand what I'm saying? So my history here is kind of tricky, but I think my main stability is in humility. And that's kind of, if anybody wanted to know what's my history, there you go. There's some more in there. I'm just trying to keep it as neat as possible.
Good. Thank you. And Kwawe, tell us, when you started dancing, and give us some background information about yourself.
Well, I started dancing when I was like 5, because my brother used to teach me breakdancing. But I took it serious in 2004. So when I was 5, I was just dancing. I was just playing around and having fun with it. And I was also doing little competitions around my neighborhood in Elizabeth, New Jersey. And I was winning money. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win, but I still would dance because I love it. It was fun. And then once I got to high school, that's when I just started taking it serious into the tapping, the ballet, the contemporary, the hip hop, the choreography. And then that's when I graduated high school, I just branched out into being me. And I would join different crews, but some crews would just die down from people, the lack of dedication that they had for the crew. And next thing you know, we split up. And I would still dance by myself, no matter what, because I always had that passion for it, even though I always loved sports. But I also had a passion for dance too. And I also would get picked on in high school just because I did dance on the side. And then I go to track practice. So they'd be like, "Oh, why you come to track late?" I was at dance. "Oh, you doing that?" And then the whole team would laugh at me. But next thing you know, who was the fastest person on the team? Me, because I always, no matter what it is, I will push myself. I will always push myself, no matter what I do. I will work hard at what I do. And growing up from a single mom, my mother's being single, it pushed me, watching her struggle, it pushed me to succeed and try to do what I love to do and help my family out. And I'm still striving to do that now. And I'm going to keep striving until I'm done. Alright.
That's really good.
And I also teach in Elizabeth now. I teach at Danceology Studios. It's located on Washington Ave, right in front of Miglino's. It's a pizzeria. I teach hip hop. I teach choreography, and I teach the little basics of hip hop. I'm about to start teaching adult classes too, and I'm just waiting for that approval now. I can't wait. And
I know, that's great. That's great. Congratulations on all of that. That's really good. Thank you. And we're going to come back to hear some more about what you're doing. And I want you to tell us about yourself.
Well, in the dance community here in New Jersey, I came up with the name Bones. So the reason I speak on both names is because some people know me as Bones. And through my career, I changed my name to Anointed. And pretty much with me, the way I started dancing was I was inspired by Newark. I was inspired by the dancers that was already here, the culture that was already here, the club scene, which they used to call rocking, was pop locking mixed with like so many different various styles of dancing. And I was inspired by a crew called Illmatic Force. Illmatic Force dance crew. They inspired me with their choreographies and their performances at different high schools. I would always try to go. I would always watch them on YouTube and watch the videos and I was so excited, like wow, I didn't know that something like this is happening where I'm living at. And at that time in life, all I really could understand was the streets because I was being bullied in school so much. Like I was in school, I never got a chance to go to a regular high school. I was in alternative school since I was in like 5th grade, and all I knew was bad kids around me, and I was always small too. Like he was, I was always the smallest person in school. And it's like I was always different. My mom, she liked to dress me. So, mom dress you got high waters on and stuff like that. And the kids like, oh, look at him, he got high waters on. And, you suitable for your mom, but you're not suitable for the kids in school. Like, they're gonna get you. So it made me have to start like standing up for myself. I didn't have my dad in my life. I didn't have no man to actually show me how to be a man and like tell me the things I had to do. So I went upon it myself, and I took the wrong path, and taking the wrong path and then seeing that wow, I'm doing good at being bad. Like I was that guy that was like, yo, go punch him in his face. And I'm like, I can do it. I'll do it. And then you start realizing the people that say they was about it or the people that everybody's scared of they're not really doing things. They're all actors. And I'm like, I'm someone that really want to be about something. And I thought to myself, I weighed myself, I'm like, do I want to do something negative or positive? Because doing something negative, I'm always nervous and I'm losing the feeling of being nervous to do things now. Now I'm stealing things, I'm doing bad things with no conscience of being nervous. And it started scaring me. And then seeing a dance crew that's in the community that's doing something positive, they're not getting in trouble, they got fans, they got people that actually want to see them perform again. To see that, I took that and was like, I need to do something. Like I need to do something like that. I think I'm gonna start dancing. I have rhythm already. I already know how to dance. So I started dancing and I started practicing. I started asking questions. I started asking people, how do you pop your muscles? Like that was the first thing I always wanted to know how to do. How to pop. And then I went to a couple of dance sessions. Then the first person actually in the community that actually took the time out to show me how to pop actually was 2 people. One name was Lamont and one name was James Animaniac from Illmatic Force. I actually went to a dance session at a friend named Deidre house, and he was showing me the muscles. Like, look, if you work these muscles and you hit them hard enough, this gives the illusion of a pop in the body. So I'm like, wow, I'm going deep into like, yo, it's actually things you have to train on different pieces and parts of the body to actually accomplish something. Honestly, from that moment, I became obsessed with that. I started going home, I started practicing hard, just like Kwame said. I became very dedicated to that. Then I had to deal with, okay, now I'm in a stage where I'm in the middle of gangs and dance. Honestly, if I didn't have people to support me in my dancing, support me and see that I actually had a gift and seeing that I could actually go somewhere and actually see a vision for me, I don't know if I would have kept doing it. But being in North New Jersey, being around the right people, having the right individuals to catch me in that rare stage and pull me up, kept me dancing. It showed me a way to where now in today's day, if them people wasn't there, they gave me enough. They gave my engine enough gas to keep going, to get more gas. Like I have enough gas within myself, enough confidence within myself to keep going. I know that if I ever get discouraged or if I ever get into any kind of complication, through any differences, I can always come back to these people and get more gas to keep going. So, that's like just to keep it brief on how I started dancing, why I still dance. And through that, I've been a lot of places. I became an interactive street performer where I'm interacting with people. I became very confident in myself to speak in front of others and put my talent in front of others, to have a sense of humor in front of others. Through that talent, I've been to Memphis, Tennessee, first. This is my first trip. I've been to Virginia. I've been to Atlanta, Georgia. I've been to Hollywood, California. San Diego. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Las Vegas. I actually just finished with So You Think You Can Dance this season. I've been to Miami this year. I'm back here in Newark again, and I'm still being positive around the same people that gave me that gas to go, and they still in my life. So that kept me dancing, and that's why I'm still going to this day, and I'm not gonna stop.
That's great. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I'm going to come back to you, Malik. There's a reason why we are all in this room together, coming from Newark, coming from New Jersey. And with your dance background, you have evolved your life lessons to a point to where you recognize within yourself that dance got you to a certain level in your life, and you have figured out a way to give that back to young people through dance coaching and mentoring younger individuals. And tell us about that.
Well, the actuality of coaching, life coaching, I'm going to start off with the life coaching. The life coaching, I went and got certified as a life coach because I knew there was a bridge necessary in communication and understanding between young people and older people. And some people they look at life coaching. Life coaching is the step that's taken before therapy. You know, people go and they go to the therapist, and the therapist says, "You're crazy. You need these pills." When I went to life coaching, they made me realize that a lot of people don't need pills. They just need somebody that will boost their confidence and have an approach that sometimes is a little uncanny, but it's necessary to get your point across. And life coaching, along and adjacent with the dance coaching, basically what I'm really teaching the dance is to take the energy and the performance and the thing that they love to do and unify them. And when you have there's a lot of obstacles that keep you from being successful. And a lot of times we don't have somebody in our corner that can say, listen, obstacles are part of life. Obstacles are not going to stop being there. They're going to be there, and sometimes you need somebody that'll tell you the truth. What I am is based on the truth. I'm not a sugarcoater. I'm not going to sugarcoat because it's not going to help me. It doesn't help people make any money, truthfully, any real money, to lie. Sugarcoating is lying. It's not good for you. And I noticed that there was a major lack of honesty in our community. If there was somebody in my ear when I was 18 dancing on that stage with Yo-Yo to say, boy, if you don't get her number and put it in your bag, I would not be here right now. Guess what I did with the number? I put the number in my back pocket and danced for 6 more hours. So now her number is sweaty. I have no way to contact Yo-Yo. I have nobody that tells me, you dummy. That was money. Look what you worth, Malik. She gave you her direct number. She loved you. There was no internet. There was no cell phone. There was no text message. There was none of these things for me to retain my future. When I look back at those moments, those be the reasons that I'd be like, I cannot let that happen. Due to the constant ridicule of New Jersey's background, I went to do research on some of the stuff that I was a part of and noticed that New Jersey didn't keep a history. I believe it was because New Jersey was always it was put down, but there was a large level of people that had it up. But due to those people not being commended and made sure that people knew that they were there. They didn't keep that history alive because they didn't believe it would be respected. Life coaching, dance coaching, model coaching, I'm using it as my way to live forever. I know it's not an elixir. The Fountain of Youth is not an elixir. It is actually spending time with these young people and giving them the experience that you didn't get. That you didn't get. That you lost and you didn't focus on it, and you know where you turned wrong. Wrong. Not saying that wrong is a bad thing, because I wouldn't be able here to coach them if I had not made that happened or learned my lesson. So we won't say wrong, we'll say learned my lesson. Do you understand? Because that's what life is really about. It's not really about what's really right or wrong. It's really about the lesson. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. You know, so my base is really to help young people evaluate options that make them successful. I don't care. You can work at McDonald's. Let's figure out how to be a successful McDonald's worker. Everybody is not going to be the greatest dancer, but you might be able to combine dance and McDonald's. You just never know what will happen if you just sit down and look at what you have. If you're not sitting down, and sometimes you need people to help you sit down and look at what you have. It's like your first step. It's like your first spoon in your mouth. It's like your first day going to school. All of these things take somebody else's guidance. When you turn 18 and your mother tell you, oh, you getting out. Mom, why would you put me out on my next level of learning? Why would you do it? That's one of the reasons I do it, because we always at that next level of learning. We always got kids that they mother throw them out, not understanding, and they hitting my inbox talking about they almost homeless. And I'm like, if you don't stop smoking weed on Facebook, it's going to be a problem. Guess what they say to me? You talking to me like you my father? Thank you. And change the picture. I'm never stopping what I'm doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. In closing, gentlemen, I just want you to talk about what you would like to happen for yourself in dance, for your future, because I think it's important for the world to know that you gentlemen have a plan and you have a vision. And I just want you to put that out there in the universe so that everybody will know that you guys are dreamers and that, you know, you're going to go somewhere in the future. So it's important that to close our interview, you're going to say that. You're going to tell the world, you can start off with you, tell the world, what do you hope to accomplish with dance for your future?
I want to build a art. It's not an art building, not just dance. It's going to be drawing, probably like singing, choir and stuff like that, and dance. And just everything that got to do with art. I want to have a building just together. Just build that. I want to give back to the community, help out the homeless. And I just want to travel too. I want to see the world. I don't want to just stay in one town and just, you know.
Okay. Thank you very much. I
Travel.
appreciate that.
Honestly, a big reason why I'm sitting here and a big reason why the people sitting next to me is because we share the same kind of ultimate idea of what we want in the future. Like, I really would love to obtain a theater. I would love to obtain a warehouse, a really, really big warehouse, where things like what we're doing right now in this small room triples by a trillion. When we have our own building, where we go to New York, and we're like, well, we got the same building in North New Jersey. Like, we got the same building. Mm-hmm. One thing I realize is I go all the different places, I travel, I meet so many different dancers. I can build something anywhere I go. But my biggest inspiration is to build something right here where I got my credentials and my tools from, where I got my stuff from. That's my biggest dream. Like, I really want to be able to express art, just like he said. I want to be able to express art. I don't just love dancing. I love that I can build many characters around dancing. I love the fact that in today's day, me and this young man right here, we're like cartoon characters to the kids. Because when kids see us, they're like, oh my God, like, it's them. Like, that's them. I see him. He's doing something. They're inspired by what we do. One thing that I feel like we can change is something that's similar to what Malik said. In our dance community, the history was broken. People don't know who the Brick City Dancers was. People don't really understand who Envy was. People don't know who came before Illmatic and who came before these crews. My goal is to start history up again. Just make sure that the history is passed down the correct way. Like the Bible. The Bible keep getting passed down, whether it's causing fights, whether it's causing war, it's still getting passed down. You're still seeing it. We have that. My goal is to have it to where this is the dance history. This is where it come from. You're supposed to know who he is if you're in this community. If you're dancing, you want to be somebody. How are you going to be somebody from this community if you don't know who you are? If you don't know who he is? If you don't know who was there before you, and you don't know what they've been through and what their story was, that's going to get you. My goal is to make sure that story is being told. Make sure that I accomplish myself to stay positive and great health. To make sure that changes, and that's my ultimate goal. And I want the world to know that I was here as much as I can.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Malik, in closing, how can people reach out to you for your services? And we're gonna end it there.
Okay, well, you could reach out to me for not just my services, because I do come with a team of people that I really appreciate. So I won't just really say my services. What I'll say is you can find me at Malik Versatility Cooper on Instagram and Facebook, but please follow the Get Dirty Dance Session page and I Say Yo, the movement. Please share your positive moments with the world and the community at hand. The movement was created as a voice for dancers. It has excelled to a voice for talent, for the world to be exposed. I mean, the inside scoop basically is that New Jersey got a lot of talent and there's no big avenue for us to expose it in a way where we're seen for that and not the negativity. So I Say Yo has been also cultivated into a brand to help people really see that New Jersey talent is not just evil going on here. We got a lot of talented young people that are doing positive things, and we don't have a voice. And that's what I Say Yo really represents, that voice to say we all got it in New Jersey, and we'll share it with you. Just respect us.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.